Welcome to the This Could Make Us Famous podcast. You've heard all the stories of the rich and famous. But what about everybody else? Some of the greatest and funniest stories come from everyday people. Here, we share their stories and just maybe make them famous. Let's get started. Here is your host, Jason McCormick.
Guys, welcome back to the podcast. I am so sorry that it's been so long. It's been like over 2 months, right?
I haven't been on it in quite a while.
It's been forever. So I am so sorry that we haven't been able to. It's been a long time, but we're back again.
And we promised we won't sing, or at least I won't sing.
We already did sing.
Oh.
So we won't sing again.
Won't sing again.
Anyways, guys, we missed your beautiful faces. We've been getting a lot of comments lately. It seems like the channel is going semi-viral. We've had some really good, encouraging comments about our channel catching the algorithm, and people are seeing older videos that didn't perform very well. And I just been really busy with things going on in my life with work and some adjustments. But we are super committed to coming back and producing more podcasts, even more than before, hopefully. And a little bit of a surprise. We're not 100% sure on this if we can make it happen, but we are thinking about taking the show live. But there's a lot to that. And we're kind of weighing our options. But I would like to take the podcast live. I think it would add a whole nother element. So if you want to comment below, let us know what you think. If we should do that, and if it's worth even trying, or you think we should just do what we're doing now, pre-record and edit and then put it out there. So we'd love to know other people's feedback on that. So
we can open it up for questions if we go live.
Well, yeah, and I was thinking about taking live phone calls, but I'm like, that could get a little crazy. Somebody could say something real. I mean, if it's live, then they would cut YouTube would cut it if they said something horrible.
They ain't gonna say nothing horrible.
You don't know how it is in the real world, Charlie.
I don't.
So,
what world am I living in if it's not real?
Some alternate universe. Anyways, like I said, we missed you guys. We've had a lot going on, and things have been good, though. My son just turned 6 years old, so we've been celebrating his birthday. The 23rd was his birthday, and the next day we had a birthday party for him. I've been on vacation, and Monday I go back to work. So, anyways, Charlie, what have you been up to lately?
Work.
Yeah? What else other than work? You're still on the keto diet.
I'm still keto-ish.
Yeah, now this dude's doing dirty keto because the last couple times or so that we've went out to eat, you have been eating a lot of carbs.
Well, if you want to eat one meal a day, you can have some carbs.
It's definitely dirty keto. Ladies and gentlemen, I have been doing the keto diet pretty well. You have to admit, I've been doing a very good job compared to last time.
Yeah, considering last time they went out the first day, did okay for breakfast, goes out for pizza, orders cauliflower pizza from a restaurant, which is not cauliflower crust pizza. It's got cauliflower added to the crust. And his one slice of his pizza that he had was only just 23 grams of carbs is all.
Well, I figured cauliflower crust is...
On a 30 net carb diet, that was 23 net carbs.
Well, they tricked me. I thought cauliflower crust was for people that were on keto diet, but apparently it's gluten-free.
Yeah, there's gluten-free, then there's keto, and keto is gluten-free, but gluten-free is not keto.
Quite interesting. But I've been doing a good job, guys. I've been tracking it through this app called Carb Manager, and I lost 10 pounds in a week and a half. And I kind of went up a little bit because on my son's birthday, I went to town on some cake and some cupcakes.
And tacos that night.
And some tacos.
Let's see, what else?
but I'm still down 10 pounds. I was in ketosis because I could taste it. They say you can taste it in your mouth when you're you're producing
that
ketones.
Adult beverage too. You had some fewer carbs.
I had some adult beverages that are low carb, so I should be able to do them.
Well, they had carbs. No, because you maxed out carbs on that pizza or that 3 cupcakes you ate.
Well, that was like a month's worth of carbs and just a little bit of the icing. I'm not a huge, by the way, I like cake, but I'm not like a huge fan of icing. I think it's too sugary. You already getting tired, Charlie?
I am. Well, you woke me up.
Charlie's over here yawning.
Downstairs.
You were napping? So I'm up here getting ready for the show, and Charlie's downstairs napping. Anyway, so guys, we got a good show for you today. This will probably be the last podcast that we do that's in this kind of format. We're going to try to make some adjustments, and I want to have
we're going to stand on our heads and do it?
We're going to be naked the next podcast. Yeah, completely naked. All of a sudden, everyone's like, I'm out.
Yeah, go on. See ya.
Some creepy guy's the only one watching it. He's like, yes. So I want to do a different intro and to starting the podcast out. And so I'm looking at doing that. So a lot of changes coming. I'm excited. I basically caught a second wind, and I'm ready to really go after it on the show. Honestly, I was discouraged for a while because I wasn't seeing.
Wind?
I had a first win that got me as far as I did, and I had, people in our circle or just friends that were not very encouraging.
Did you get the second win when you were putting that toy sailboat together?
Oh, the toy sailboat?
Yeah.
Yeah, my son got a toy sailboat, like one of those like help or do it yourself kind of things. It's wood and Elmer's glue, and it took me forever to put that thing together, but
so is that when you got your second win?
That's when I got my second win on that. Just want to try. Let me see if I can remember where the clapping is. Nope, I gotta get rid of that. I gotta change those up. They're still the same ones.
I don't think clapping's on there.
So, anyways, we'll move on.
Need a gong.
Yeah, I think, didn't I used to have a gong on there?
Yeah. I can pull one out.
Boom. Where's our little?
Well, that was creepy. Whatever that one was.
There we go.
Yeah, that's for you, Tim and
Tim
Trish.
and his wife, who can't stand that. We had to throw that out there for you. But anyways, guys, things have been good on our side. So, please talk to us in the comments. We want to know how you guys have been doing and what's going on in your world. We got 4th of July coming up. I'm pretty excited about that. I don't know.
I might go see fireworks tonight. Actually.
You're going to go tonight? Yeah, they're doing some in town.
If they have them.
I don't know what I'm going to do on 4th of July. I used to do...
Dude, get this. I heard it on the radio today. I don't want that thing that close.
Yeah, we got to hear you when we're editing. It's not like...
I don't want that thing that close. I heard on the radio today that the water parade in this city up north of us got canceled because of water.
A water parade got canceled because of water?
Because of the rain.
Oh, because the rain is too much?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I could see that.
It's just kind of funny.
The water parade canceled because of the water.
Yeah, because of the water.
Coming from the sky. What, you couldn't handle the water from the sky outdoing you and your water? Anyways.
And what is a water parade? Everybody along the parade route got balloons. They just throw at people or
the water balloons?
Yeah.
Well, funny story. Remember that float that we built back? We were doing that. We built this like barn. We put it on this trailer and we drove it around for the parade. Because I used to do youth ministry and we had our youth out there. And we had this power washer rigged up inside. And you just look out the window and spray people. And I was having a good time with that. And I went and I didn't even look. I was just holding the sprayer out the window and I blasted it. And it turns out I shot a sheriff. I shot the sheriff.
I shot the sheriff, but I did not kill the deputy.
Yeah, I shot the sheriff. Okay, and it turns out that one of those sheriffs was someone I know, is a friend of mine. And I look out the window and I see him going like this. He's like, "Dude, somebody shot me." Oh man, I got a little worried after that. I was like, "Hurry up, come on."
Yeah, that was that. We finished that float like 5 minutes before we went in the parade because the paint was still wet on the back that I painted the.
Oh yeah, we rushed through that thing. So I have some things here, some notes actually this time, some talking points, so I can give you guys better content.
Keto notes.
One of my first topics I wanted to talk. We mentioned this before a couple weeks ago. And basically, we had our debit card stolen, and from Wendy's. And I don't want to say where it was because I don't want to get sued. I should. Should I? I should be able to say that, right? Because it actually happened to me.
Why not? Well, they might not be. Last update we got that they know who it was and they were going to pursue action. So you might not want to disclose that too much information until.
Well, the person testified, or not testified, but they confessed.
Did they?
Full confession, yeah. So it's a done deal. They have in one video. So we went to this drive-through at this Wendy's, and it was the last stop we went to for the night. And I'm driving the car. We do our thing, get our food. My wife hands me her debit card. She already had it out, so we give it to her, and we get our food. The guy that was in the window was a little sketch.
And you were so excited about your food.
I was so excited about the food. We drove off, forgot the debit card. We did not realize we forgot the debit card until the next day when we were getting a call from our bank. And my wife called me up and she's like, hey, so somebody stole our debit card. They charged a whole bunch on the card. The bank shut it down for suspicious activity. Well, I look at the account and realize the last charge was at Wendy's and we never got our card back. So I was like, oh, okay, it was someone in the Wendy's drive-thru. So the bank was able to give us every single location that we went to, or they went to, and the exact times they charged and the exact amounts. So whoever did this was not smart at all. So we went through this long drawn-out deal going to... Because where it happened was in a one county where the card was stolen, and then the county next to it is where they went to spend it.
City, not county.
Our city, yeah. So we had to go to file 2 different police reports. Finally, after a long time...
You live in a different county than it happened in.
Yeah. And finally, after a long period of time, a detective reached out to me. I gave him all the information. They basically interrogated me, which I'm like, look, I'm the victim here. And
oh, you have that face.
A victim face?
Yeah.
You're just such a victim. Thanks, Charlie. What a douchebag. So anyways, we went to talk to the detective. They wrote everything down. Long story short, the detective finally talks to us again. And they caught the person. They looked at the camera footage, caught him. They got a full confession, and get this, I talked to several people at Wendy's.
Like a Catholic confession.
Yeah, confession at a Catholic, or in the little room that they go into. So I talked to several people from Wendy's. Well, actually, 3 different people. I talked to. No, 4 different people. I talked to the supervisor when it first happened, and the lady was just really odd. Like, it was almost like she had something to do with it. And then nothing ever went with that. So then I finally got a hold of the district manager because I had reached out to Wendy's on Facebook. They had the district manager call. They just acquired that Wendy's a week before, or a week after that all happened. And so the district manager was just not very helpful. He was kind of rude. And he's like, there's nothing we can do. The cops are taking care of it. When the police say that this happened, then whatever. So then I finally got a hold of someone from corporate, and that was the worst customer service experience I ever had. She was horrible. She actually stopped me from talking. She's like, wait, just hold on. Just hold on. And she said, what do you expect us to do for you? What is it that you expect us to do? The police have already got involved in it. You got your money back from the bank. What else is there for? And I'm thinking in my mind, like, I don't know. Maybe say sorry. Maybe let's start with saying sorry. and maybe give me my money back from that day I purchased something there, and maybe some coupons. That's all I'm asking for, customer service. We're victims here. Your employee, and this lady said, get this lady said, that, we're not responsible for what our employees do. We can't help what all of our employees do. And I'm like thinking in my mind, I didn't say this, but I should have. Like, you hired them. You're the one that looks at their background when they fill out the application. You interview them. You are responsible if your employee does something. Do you agree with that?
Oh, yeah. They're responsible for anybody that steps foot on their property.
Well, I wasn't happy about it. The lady said, we believe people are innocent until proven guilty. Okay, I agree with that. But they have camera footage and everything that it did come from one of those employees. So they want the whole trial to go on, whatever. And she said, whenever a cop reaches out to me and says that they are guilty and one of your employees did this, then we'll have this conversation right now. And I was just like, I told the lady on the phone, this is ridiculous. So I hung up. Well, actually, that's not the lady that said that part. I ended up hanging up on this lady because she wasn't able to help me. I talked to the owner. I'm all over the place. I'm trying to connect the dots. The next person and the last person I talked to was the owner.
Gotcha. I'm back on.
Yeah. It was the owner of the Wendy's, that location. Their company owned it. And I talked to her, and it was awful as well. And the lady's like, yeah, there's nothing we can do about it. What else do you expect us to do? And I told the lady this. I said, I can't believe I even have to tell you guys how to do customer service and handle this situation. You can't even say sorry to me. And she's the one that said, we believe people are innocent until proven guilty, and that we'll have this conversation after the police. So I went off on the lady, and I said, well, I look forward to your phone call. And I hung up on her, and then I felt convicted by it. And then I ended up calling her back a couple hours later, and I just said, look, I'm very upset about this and how my family's been treated. We're the victims here. However, I'm taking responsibility for my attitude. I shouldn't have hung up on you and went off on you. It's all in God's hands, and we'll leave it at that. And the lady, I know she was jumping up and down like, yes, he just walks away from it. We don't have to do diddly squat. But you know what? That's on them. They have no integrity, no character. They are not respectful. They didn't care about us at all. And so my family is not going back to Wendy's, which I know they don't care about that. They could care less. We're just a little drop in a bucket. But I do want to take this chance and this platform to say it's disgusting how they treated us. The proof is there, and they didn't even want to say sorry to us.
Well, the problem is you didn't order pudding.
I didn't order pudding or the chili that had the thumb in it.
Because if you'd ordered pudding, then the proof would have been in the
pudding.
pudding.
They have pudding there?
The proof would have been in the pudding.
Oh, I wish I had that little snare drum. Charlie and his corny jokes. So that's what happened to me. I'm still obviously upset about it, but there comes a point where you have to just move on. I mean, I kept letting it eat at me, and even the detective was irritated with us, and which I never want to talk to a detective ever again in my life. I love police and I love what they do, but my God, those guys are freaking, I don't know. They got you spinning in circles. So, and part of it, I was just dumb.
They know what you did last summer.
They know what Charlie and his corny joke. You were preparing these all day.
Had 2 months.
Yeah. You had a couple months to get your jokes together. But so Wendy, shame on you for how you treated us. I know you could care less.
Well,
but we'll move on.
Not only should you have ordered pudding, you should have went to Wendy. Because any girl with red locks is going to take care of business. She's not going to,
I don't know where you're going with this.
She's not going to let anything like that happen. She would have handled it right on the spot, taken care of it right on the spot.
So if Wendy was alive and she was there, she would have taken care of it right. What about Dave, the creator?
Dave's gone. He's passed away.
Well, Wendy, is she still his daughter?
Yeah, she's still alive.
Huh. So, and where I wanted to go with this, okay, that's an experience I had, But what I wanted to talk about is customer service. And like, there's so many situations, and I'm sure whoever's listening or watching this, you've been in situations and you're thinking of them right now. Like, I've been to a restaurant, I was treated horribly. And I mean, I feel like customer service is...
pudding.
Let's move into the segment together, Charlie. You're derailing the train over and over. So what do you think about customer service? I mean, how it's been. I mean, you of all people, this guy right here, any restaurant we go to, he gets free food because the customer service, it just like follows you, like crappy customer service. What is your thoughts on it?
My thoughts on customer service?
Yeah, and how crappy it's been. Or do you think it even has gotten bad?
Well, I'm not sure. From the bank's aspect of it, I think you had pretty good customer service. Which that same bank I have a credit card through, which I am not happy with.
Try not to tap. It makes big booms in the... That's what Jeff did on that one podcast. He was just like... Poof, poof. Go ahead.
Well, you said you wanted the beat of the drum, so...
So you're saying?
No, you made me get off.
So you're talking about banks and...
Yeah, that same bank that you dealt with and had fairly good customer service has kind of jacked us around. And it's internal. They can tell me all they want. So, and the bank itself does not have anything to do with that particular credit card. It's just with their name on it. They go through a major company. But I also have a credit card through that major company and don't have any issues with it. So here's what happens in our situation with this bank. And then we'll get back to the Wendy's thing. So every time I make a payment on that credit card, I get a fraudulent alert notice.
Really?
So every time I make a payment, in the middle of the night, I get a fraudulent alert notice. And I've gotten 3 credit cards since that. So I'm down on my 3rd card number on that account, and I get a fraudulent alert still on it every time I make a payment.
Interesting. Well, I mean, at least that they're, trying. I mean, it sucks that it's inconvenient, but that's the one thing I'm grateful for my bank is they shut down that fraud. And if they wouldn't have, seen that suspicious activity and done something about it, those people would have emptied our account.
Yeah, but if it wasn't internal, I wouldn't have that suspicious activity on my thing.
That's true. And you guys had another internal thing when, someone else in the family.
Yeah, that was on the phones.
That was on the phones, and they got social security number and all that crap.
Yeah.
Wow.
What happened is I wasn't on the account, but I knew the security information to access the account. So they let me access the account to check on getting an upgrade. Well, as soon as that happened, this was at a local Sprint office. Oops, did I just say that?
Well, they're they're not Sprint anymore. They're T-Mobile.
So anyway, it was at that office, and then out east, somebody opened up exactly enough phones and services for our line of credit with the company. And they still are denying that it was internal. The fraud department actually called, and this yo-yo answers the phone.
Are you serious? I didn't know that.
And
what did they say?
Yeah, he answers the phone, and they asked him a few questions, and they said, yeah, my aunt gave me authorization, and they said, well, where's your aunt from? And they think they said Minnesota.
Oh my gosh, dude!
When he answered that question, they immediately shut all the phones off. So, and it took a while to get that money back, and we didn't find that out through them. We found this out through a different bank that we were banking with at that time, because the line of credit was shot.
Line of credit was shot, huh? Yeah. Well.
So, but back to Wendy's. they should do something, because the customer, no matter what the situation is always right. No matter, even if you're right, the customer is always right.
Well, if you're right, you're especially right.
Because the customer, the way the customer sees this thing, and this isn't giving people the right to go do this, but it's your word against theirs. And if you go and tell 10 of your friends, they're going to believe you versus, and then that's, so word of mouth is one of the biggest things. So tell everybody about this podcast, by the way.
Yeah, please do. And tell them about Wendy's and how awful their customer service is. I guarantee you this, if I told the news about it and they actually did a story about it and they cared about it, then they'd be coming to me like, I am so sorry this happened to you. They don't care about people. And that's my whole point, is like, it just seems like that, wherever you go, they just don't care about the customer's experience. Like, you go through drive-thrus. I went to another Wendy's and I bought one of those free Frosty things. Like, you get a junior Frosty. I paid a couple months prior and they said, well, in 2021, you could use that to get free Frosties. So I did that. And I went through the drive-thru and I'm like, I have one of your little tab things to order a junior Frosty. And the guy over the intercom thing, he said, oh, of course, go ahead. And I was like, of course. And then I just drove off. It's like, people don't care. And they want $15 an hour, which is a whole nother talking point. But so I don't know, man. They need to have like a customer service school on like how to treat people. It's awful. And when I'm and this is not, I've had numerous times. Here's another time, and I'll show, I don't have it right now, but I'll show it on the screen on the podcast. But there was one time, sorry, I'm playing footsies with you. There was one time when I was living in Texas, I went to a Subway that was inside of Walmart, and there was a bunch of bees, like honeybees flying around. I always ordered, the honey oat bread at Subway, and I got my sandwich, and there was a bee that landed on one of the employees' shirts, and then he swatted it off. Well, I go and get my sandwich, I'm eating it, and the sharp pain in my cheek, it hit me so hard. It was so painful, and I spit it out, and there was a bee all smashed up that I ate, basically, or I chewed on. And I videoed it. You guys, so I'm in Subway at Bastrop, Texas, at Walmart, and look at this. That is a bee. I just ate that freaking thing, and it stung me. It stung me right in my cheek. You won't be able to tell, but it stung me right in my mouth. I was chewing and I felt something hit me in my cheek, and it was a bee. Stung me right in my mouth. Freaking disgusting. Unbelievable. And I took a picture, and I was not happy, but I was respectful. I didn't make a scene. I waited till the customers went through, and I went and talked to the guy. And he didn't even care. I don't even think they gave me my money back. And I finally talked to the district manager, and they didn't believe me at all. They thought I was making it up. And I said, I'm not making it up. And they said they would send me a coupon or whatever, or send me a gift card. They never did that. The owner finally gets a hold of me because I left a review about it. And the owner was basically saying I'm a liar. And I told the guy, I was like, look, I am not lying to you. If you do not believe me, I will go with you and stand next to you and review the surveillance video and prove to you that I'm not a liar and this legitimately happened. And he said, sir, I'm not calling you a liar, but there's no way that a bee would survive going in the toaster and sting you. I was like, I don't know how this would have happened, but I'm telling you right now, I am not a liar. And I will stand with you and look at the surveillance video and prove it. And he did not care, man. Dude did not care at all. Sorry, I dropped my phone. I'm getting all into it. It's getting me all worked up, Charlie. So nothing ever happened with that.
So-
Nothing happened with the Wendy's thing.
So you're complaining because you got fresh honey in your bread.
I based on what's going on with Subway right now and their fake tuna that's not even real tuna. I don't know if you saw that, but Subway, that was probably not even real honey, man. And then the yoga mat material that they had in their bread. And did you see that on the news about the tuna? They researched the tuna, the science or the lab or whatever, and they found not a single trace of tuna DNA.
What is it then?
Who knows, man? It could be chicken or some nasty fish that they're playing off as tuna.
I never ate their tuna, so
You don't like? Do you like tuna?
I like tuna, but I've never had their tuna.
Well, it's disgusting. And now knowing the fact that that's not even real tuna, that makes it even more disgusting. And their chicken can't be real chicken.
Why can't it?
Do you see that chicken or that whatever it is that they put on there? It's all ground up to nothing and it's just pure white. There's nothing chicken about it, man. It's like I don't know what it is.
It's chicken.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Did you make it or have you seen him make it?
Now, what part of the chicken is a different question.
It's chicken bungholes. That's what it is. Ground
Could be
up.
chicken feet ground up. Could be chicken beak.
Oh, man. Chicken giblets.
Yeah.
Anyway, so that's my take on customer service. I'm so sick of it.
You know what a turkey finger is? Maybe they put chicken fingers in there.
A turkey finger?
Yeah.
That's disgusting.
Do you know what it is?
No? Is that their schlong? Is it?
No.
Oh.
The testicles, though.
Oh, well, it's part of the schlong. It's disgusting, dude. Oh.
People eat that.
Yeah, I know. Just like people
I
eat the
saw it.
Rocky Mountain oyster.
I was down at this Drexel, Missouri. It was the first time I'd come across it, and I looked in there, and I'm like, turkey fingers. I'm like, what is a turkey finger? Oh, my gosh. Seriously?
Oh, it's disgusting, man. Oh, there's a guy in
My
my
guy
high
says he sells a ton of those.
There's a guy in my high school that would bring Rocky Mountain oysters to school in a jar, and he would just. Those are cow nuts, right? Yeah, or pig nuts, whatever. It's disgusting, dude. How could any guy eat another guy's junk? Speaking of other guys' junk,
He just lost half the.
that's my goal: is to destroy this podcast even more. Speaking of junk and things people sell, I was at the mall the other day, and you're not going to believe this. It's crazy. And I usually go to American Eagle to get my pants and stuff. Well, I was walking by where they had these boxers hanging up, and they actually have scratch and sniff underwear, and it works. So look at this. I'll show you guys. So check this out. Pineapple. So when you scratch it, the pineapple, it smells like pineapple. And then you got watermelon, you scratch it. And then there's one that says choking hazard. It says warning choke. Anyways, that's inappropriate.
So what's wrong with that? So you scratch yourself.
And then
like
you
most
sniff
guys,
your fingers.
Which most guys do. And then you got the sweet smell instead of nasty smell.
And if you scratch the wrong spot, it's not going to smell like no freaking raspberries. It's going to smell like dingleberries. Sorry. Charlie's. Oh my God. But it's a real thing. I almost bought some to bring them in to experiment, but
You're going to wear them on the
I
podcast?
was going to wear them on the podcast.
Just a second. I got to show you.
Check this
See?
out. You just bend over, just like, oh yeah. It smells like strawberries. So no, it's crazy. They really do work. Me and Emily were over there scratching away and sniffing them.
I'm
For a
gonna
while.
have to ask her that.
Yeah, you should ask her about that.
So what
And-
did you guys do at American Eagle?
We were scratching and sniffing, buddy. No, but They had banana too. They had, of course, they had banana. But here's the thing: I'm looking here, and an American Eagle, they sell them for $20, and on these sites here, they sell them for $10. So it's like a $10 markup.
We got to pay that big salary those people make.
Oh yeah, there's Apple there. That's pretty cool. So yeah, that's crazy, man. I'm thinking about getting some though. Spice things up a little bit.
So if I see you scratching
and sniffing my
your
fingers a lot.
area, then
anyways, I don't want to go there. I've already made this cringe isn't enough. But that's pretty cool. Pretty cool. So what else did I have here?
I suppose they're edible as well.
They do have edible underwear, but I don't know if I would want to eat that. I'm on the keto diet, so I can't eat any edible underwear.
I don't know. Avocado.
You could have avocado underwear. Let's see here. What do we got?
Cucumber. Celery.
Cauliflower with ranch. It could have, like, you can mix it.
Peanut butter.
Or omelet. You can have omelet underwear. That'd be cool.
What kind of omelet underwear do you want? I'll have the what was that one that we couldn't get last night?
Oh, the nachos?
The steak.
Oh, the prime rib.
Philly steak.
Yeah, the prime rib or the prime beef.
That was great customer service.
Oh man, we walked in and they were having a fight, like the server with the cook. Man, I was like thinking we were gonna have to step in, but so I have been.
That was actually on your list of content to talk about edible underwear.
Edible? No, definitely not. Edible arrangements. No, this is one of the other things I want to talk about. This is amazing having a list of things to talk about. It's interesting and it's better content. So, but I wanted to talk about investing because lately, super stoked. I invested in Dogecoin. I know you're not you have a different view.
Okay, Jason.
Let's hear what he has to say about it.
A bunch of money, and now what do you have to show for it? Air.
Yesterday, I had to.
It's still air.
I gained $60. I mean, money is money, though.
Air. You have air.
It's still money.
You have air. You don't have no money. Show me the money in your hand.
So the dollar bill is nothing but paper, but we give it value.
It's paper with a picture on it, and it has a numerical value to it.
We give it value, though, and there's people that became.
The Dogecoin doesn't change every day and say, I'm 35 cents, and then the next time I'm 25, and the next day I'm 10, and now I'm down to 0 because it was a stupid idea that somebody come up with.
But people got rich on that stupid idea.
Because people were stupid and bought it.
But rich is rich. What does it matter? Do you guys agree with me? Everyone listening and watching, do you agree?
Gold and silver.
Yes, I agree. That's something tangible, but you have to think about it. Like,
diamonds.
Yeah, guys, please
rubies,
comment below and tell us what
emeralds.
you think about cryptocurrency and if you think it's stupid or if you think it's smart, if you invested. Charlie thinks it's dumb. I think it's amazing, and I think it's the future.
Real estate.
Real estate is good. That's another good thing. But I invested in Dogecoin, and I have over 1,000 of them. There's people that have way, way, way over that. But they invested when it was like less than a penny. Those are the people that got really rich on it. But Dogecoin, it plummeted over this last couple of days or so. I mean, it went way, way, way down. And I was reading something that it had to do with a NASCAR race. So there was a car that was sponsored by Dogecoin, or it had like Doge, that little dog that's on there. And that crashed and burned, and then people took that as a sign that it was going to crash and burn. So then all of a sudden it started tanking. Are you familiar? You're a huge
Here's my advice. Don't invest in Doge or Bitcoin if that's still out there.
What happens if I end up becoming a millionaire because
you can buy me a house?
And then I'll rub it in your face every day. So
what happens if it tanks and it ends up being negative, and then you have to pay people to get rid of your Doge?
So here it is. A car emblazoned with the Dogecoin logo crashed in Saturday's NASCAR Xfinity Series race in Nashville.
Yep.
So
I
perhaps
consider that a very good sign.
Perhaps a foreshadowing of what was to come for the price of Doge. The driver was not hurt. So it says Stefan
So you'll lose.
Parsons' car.
You'll lose, but you'll come unscathed, but you just won't have nothing
It's just
out of it.
okay. It amazes me that people see something like that, and that immediately in their mind they just like, oh my god, so that means Dogecoin or Bitcoin is going to crash, or and so then they start selling off, and then it just plummets. And then guess what I did when it did crash? I did like any smart person, even though Charlie thinks it's stupid. They invested, and that's how people get rich. So I invested when it dipped to 16 cents. I started buying a bunch of it at 16 cents, and then it went way up yesterday, and now it went back down. So I predict it's just going to keep doing this for a little while.
And then it's going to go
until something really happens, and it's going to shoot up. It probably won't be another Bitcoin, but if it goes up to where Ethereum is, I'll be a millionaire many times over. And I'll invite you to go on my boat, and we can wear scratch and sniff underwear and just live free.
If you become a millionaire, people scratch.
This is crazy, man. Oh my God. We missed this. We totally missed this. We missed you guys. But anyways, where are we at with our time? Wow. Time flies when you're having a good time. So I'm going to keep investing, and Charlie's not going to invest. I'm going to eventually be a millionaire. But like I said, I want to know what you guys think, what your thoughts are on cryptocurrency. If you think it's
silver and gold, silver and gold.
Yeah, that I agree with that. Silver and gold is good, but you need to have other, like you can't just throw all your money into real estate and not, like, it's better to, what do they call it? Diversify your portfolio, to have your money in different.
But look, even if that property that bought for X amount is now X amount, I still have the property. I can still see it. It's there.
Yeah, but what if the market crashes?
It's still there.
But it's just like your
the property's still there. Dogecoin, you have air, and if it tanks, you have air, and if it goes up here, you have air.
But it's still money. You cash that air in, you buy.
It's air.
It's
air.
Well, it's just like water. People selling water. There's nothing. It's just water, and then they can turn around and sell water and make money on water that's already natural.
Yeah, you drink that water all the time, and I've seen that one movie where at the beginning of the movie it shows the stream flowing, and then it shows the moose coming up to the stream, and the moose pees in the stream, and
it adds a little bit of salt.
And then the next pan is they're at a bottling factory for water.
Yeah, it adds minerals to the water.
Oh. Okay.
So moose pee, deer pee, it's good for you.
What about human pee?
I don't know so much about that, but it's probably... Well, thanks for ruining water for me, because a lot of the water is... Well, pretty much all water is recycled anyway. So, but anyways, back to cryptocurrency. Guys, please do it. Do it. So we're going to go ahead and close this out. I had a lot of feedback on the show about doing shorter podcasts. It's maybe people just don't want to hear us, and they're like, dude, just shut up.
I just need to tell my jokes at the beginning instead
Tell
of
them so we lose everybody at the very, very beginning. We'd like to start doing more challenges again. We did. Oh man, we had some coworkers go to, speaking of challenges, we had some coworkers we took to Buffalo Wild Wings, and we did the challenge, the Blazing Wing. Charlie was like, I'm going to buy a bunch of these and we're going to do it.
Well, that's because the one guy says, man,
the Asian Zing.
This is the highest thing I've ever had.
Yeah, the Asian Zing. And I'm like, dude, I love Asian Zing, and it's sweet and spicy, but it's nothing. So we got the wing, and we got everybody to agree to it. And they started slamming down the wing, and they were like, everyone was pretty miserable, but it wasn't like they expected it to be way worse. The only person though was someone that was on this podcast before, Khaled, which, by the way, his video is starting to go viral. It's ridiculous. But he was doing the wing challenge as well, and he took one, and his mouth was on fire, man, and he was miserable.
Yeah, we got him to suck on a lemon. And
He's like, it's not helping. Oh my God. It was funny. It was really funny. So, but anyways, we're going to do more challenges and stuff.
I think Chad was hurting too. He just wouldn't admit it.
Yeah, he probably got home and he's just like blowing up the toilet. So anyways, what was I going to say? Oh, we're going to do more challenges. I still have that gummy bear that's sitting up in my cabinet downstairs waiting for me to devour. We're getting close to hitting the 250 mark. Our channel just keeps growing and growing and growing. And based on the comments, it sounds like the channel is going to take off eventually. But we're at 186 as of right now, the second. 186 subscribers, which is
That's how you start talking
extremely
about the
small.
Underwear.
Yeah, until the edible
Now it's
underwear.
back
Now
to
it's just
100.
like do.
Just like Deutsch.
Yeah, whatever. So it's gonna keep growing, and we're gonna keep putting more stuff out, and I'm gonna put more time into this. And I really want to
See,
take
now,
the
if you'd
show
invested
live.
in gold and silver, it would have just went beep, 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 beep.
So when we hit 250, I'm gonna honor my word because that's what I said several podcasts ago. When I hit 250, I'm gonna do the little nitro gummy bear, which is 9 million Scoville. I'm going to do that.
It's raspberry flavored.
And but that's not going to matter. You're not going to taste that when your mouth is on fire.
It's raspberry flavored. You just got to put it in your head. It's raspberry.
Yeah, right.
I'm eating a raspberry gummy bear.
You saw how I reacted with all those other hot sauce
Are you going to
challenges?
do what you did with the onion?
No, I'll eat it. I'll eat that sucker. That little bear. You just watch it.
So if I find an onion gummy bear, would you eat that?
No. I won't do anything disgusting, but so we're going to do that at 250. Michael, who's been on the show, he's going to do it too.
A puke jelly bean. Why wouldn't you eat a
Well, I mean, that's
onion gummy bear?
I still spit it out, but onions, those are my worst enemy.
I think we still got
Disgusting.
floating around.
No way. We got that nasty Chinese candy that you got over there, but
No, that's your wife brought that.
she brought that. That's funny. So, yeah, like I said earlier in the podcast, we're going to try to take the show live. There's some software that I found. You have to pay per month, but it allows you to do that. So Charlie is going to be going over there to his special spot that he's not too much of a fan of because he's back in the corner. But he's going to be running a lot of crap that's going on in the show, and he's going to have to learn.
I can actually push mute. So if you want me to push mute when Jason's talking, just let me know.
Whatever. So he'll have to switch between camera angles, and he can put stuff on the screen. So it's going to make the show like more interactive, and that's what I really want. And we can be able to answer comments, and he can even highlight comments and put it up on the screen so other people can see it. So we'll test it out and see how well that goes. But
You need to get another.
I'm excited about it.
This way so you guys can see it too.
what is it?
If they put comments up, you have to be able to see the comments.
No, they will.
So we have to get another monitor going this way.
Oh, so you'd basically be you would be the one seeing them and reading it off, and you'd be saying, "Hey, we got a comment from so and so, and they said up yours," or "This show sucks. You should die."
Yeah.
Because that's going to happen, right?
Or
People
you
will be
should
like,
eat
"You're a
your edible
worthless human
underwear."
being. You should gag on your underwear." But we've been stumbling into really good fans lately, and that's crazy, man. I haven't done anything with the show in like 2 months, and then all of a sudden we're getting comments, and some videos are going viral. I don't know if that's just YouTube saying, trying to get me. Yeah, right. I promise you that I've never done that. Me personally, that there are people out there that do that. They pay for their viewers. I will not do that. It's cheating.
Pays with Deutsch.
Pays with Doge. Doge. It's called Doge, not Doge.
See, that's
Doge.
how stupid it is.
Whatever. So we're backtracking here. So anyways, guys, we're going to wrap it up here. We will be putting out another podcast. I'm going to try to get back in the cycle of doing it once a week. And if you guys got ideas to add to the show, send some positive comments to encourage us to keep going if you want more, and what kind of content you want to see. We're learning, we're growing. We haven't been doing this very long, and we want to make the channel better. So we're going to add some new elements to it and have fun with it. So we love you guys. we're going to go ahead and move on with our day. We got a lot of stuff to do.
Peace out.
Peace out. Take care. Be good to one another. We love you. Take it easy. Peace.
Thanks for listening to the This Could Make Us Famous podcast. Want to help make someone famous? Have a story to share? Get in touch with us at facebook.com/This Could Make Us Famous. And be sure to subscribe to this podcast so you don't miss a single episode.